Ooh, boys, we're here. Welcome back to Wilson Time. It's your host, Dark Stelius.
And Pennywise,
Yeah, Pennywise, the
the
clown
fantasy
fiend,
clown.
out of his gutter. Oh, boys. You thought we
Bleep eight,
forgot
bleep
about
eight.
you. We never forget.
Just more fantasy, more torture.
More torture for us, please. Man. Week 8. Yeah, sorry for the delay too, boys. Classic Wilson Time fashion. We're late, but here we are. And of course, we cannot forget the annual Halloween episode. Ooh! Oh, it's my favorite, personally, my favorite episode of the year. And because Nut was talking so much about it, I had to bring the morph suit back out. And man, do I remember how much I hate filming in this thing because I can't see anything at all. It's like crushing my eyeballs down. I'm like pretty much doing it like half blind, actually 3/4 blind.
Yeah, half blind,
So
so throw on a mask, right? Make it a little bit easier.
yes,
I feel like when I talk, I'm talking to myself. It's like this mask doesn't work properly.
Georgie,
Yeah. Everybody
Red,
come down
we
to the
all float
mud.
down here.
We float in the mud.
And that is what we are this year, bud. You know, again, the motivation to continue doing the content is such a struggle sometimes. Yet we appreciate everybody putting us on blast because it shows how much everybody cares about our show, just as much as we all care about the content being put out. So here we are, dog shit teams. I'm scared. I don't know what to do, what this realm is. We
You've been here before. Don't lie about it.
I mean,
We've
yes.
both been here before. I went to Sacco before, so
I'm not saying I haven't been here before. I'm just saying simply that when I do get here, I am scared. I'm always scared. And to touch on what a little bit about our segment for the Halloween special. It's a scary time because I'm still just not sure what to do. Whether I want to see if I can string together 7 victories in a row, I guess, and just have that fighting shot, or just be done with it. I watched Calvin just take the guillotine this week, get his execution, sell off the team, and he's done. Just we'll ride it out, and we will see you at the Psycho tourney, bud.
yeah.
But I don't know if I'm ready to call it that yet.
Well, I don't know. I still have some faith. I'm I'm not selling off just yet. So yeah, everybody keep talking about my trades and whatnot. Hey, I made a trade. It wasn't a big one, but I got a little bit of something. But it's not that time yet. We still have 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks until we have to completely decide whether or not this season is a bust or if we can salvage it somehow. So I'm going to spend all my time trying to fix it first.
Yes, exactly. That's how I feel too. I feel like, why the rush? It's like, wait until the fat lady sings and then make the move. And as I've told some of you, I know all you will come crawling looking for that hog on the squad, whether it's Jamar, whether it's Baris. We will get to that point if it so happens I decide to sell. So, in the meantime,
fun fact is that me being 2-5, I have a less of a playoff chance than you being 1-6. So I think I might. That maybe is a little bit more telling. Is that maybe I should sell off because I have a worse shot at making the playoffs with a better record. So
Uh, I
also,
mean,
I'm approaching Brandon, Cody, Garrett status of least amount of points scored per game in over a whole fantasy season. So
pretty
I'm
brutal, man.
and things need to change around. Turn around. We gotta figure it out. Right the ship.
Yes, indeed. I think it's one of those things where we either just have to sell our soul to the devil and see what we can make of that. But I've already done that before, and I feel like he's collected my soul at this point. So I don't think I have any more soul left in me. But some of you guys is like we talk about the trades and everything, right? Being on the other end of it, where I'm not actively buying per se, like trying to make that splashy move. I keep looking at those guys that are doing it. I'm like, man, it's you dance with the devil, bud. You don't
Looks like
know.
fun.
Yeah, it looks like fun until the devil pulls you down and rips your pud off and makes you eat it. I mean,
Jesus.
I know it's happened before.
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Depression is set in a while ago, and
I gotta
I'm a
pull
sad clown. I'm a sad clown.
Yeah, you're like Pennywise when the children realize that if they just aren't afraid of him anymore, that he starts like whittle away.
Yeah, don't let this face fool you.
He looks scary on the outside, but really he's just a heartless, sad clown in the inside.
True. Well,
Uh,
I think we didn't even touch base on this, but yeah, no Dizzle on the ones and twos, so I will be taking over the ones and twos tonight. So this is I'm sacrificing myself to the ones and twos.
yeah, Dirtle will be back with us probably in a couple weeks. Taking a little hiatus from Wilson time, but we will lock down the four and welcome back with open arms when he gets back. And yes, Red has to manage the ones and the twos because I literally can't see anything right now. I hope I'm actually looking at the screen correctly. I positioned myself before we got on to make sure that this would be appropriate. So, anyways, shall we get into it, Red? The weekly recap.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Lost a cleaner. Fuck you, clean machine. Any surprises out there?
Man, that trike right there just keeps on somehow winning. I don't
Dude.
get it. I want to know what he sacrificed to the devil, like his pet or what,
Yeah,
Like,
maybe he's pulling on the devil's pud for him.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you get another victory this week, bud. You just keep cranking.
I feel bad for I love seeing Steven go to that 1-6, but he's been losing a couple of these games by just a little bit of points, and it's got to be even worse for him.
The Bijan effect is so strange this year. I have him in another league, and it's a PPR league too, and he's still just not like, dude, I'm losing games strictly because of Bijan. So yeah, it's got to be extremely frustrating for Calvin. I told Cal too this last couple weeks. I was like, man, it's so funny that the year that you try a different strategy for once, where because Cal was never like much of the rookie kind of guy. That was always like Brian, myself, maybe a handful of others, but where you like to collect those rooks and like take the gamble on them. Cal went full blown into it this year, and it absolutely backfired so hard.
Yeah, I think the Deshaun Watson experiment should be over by now too. I don't know about him, but I don't know why you would hold on to him. Sounds like he's going to be out for a little bit again.
Yeah, dude, the Deshaun thing is so strange. That dude sucks, man. I'm so done with Deshaun. Just like hearing about the reports about how he's handling things, and I'm like, dude, if I were one of those players on the Browns, I'd be like, dude, fuck you, man. Like, I'd rather bring back like Hoyer or something, and just have like a normal guy in there. It's like, dude, they also spent so much money on Deshaun. It's like, imagine if they would have reallocated that somewhere else. I don't know, but for Calvin's team, it is pretty remarkable that the man has held on to him this long and has literally nothing to show for it. So,
Right.
get talk, Calvin.
And then my final thing about this is I want to know what Trone's doing because this man is over projecting every single week. Look at this. Projected 79 points, less than 80 points. Dude overshoots it by almost 30 points. He shoots it by 30 points almost. Every week, I don't get it. I'm always the underachiever, and I feel like Trone's always the overachiever. I want to know what's going on with his team where I can just overachieve on my shit instead of underachieving every single week. Like this man is like I don't know. I see it every week, and it's like we go into it, we're like, oh, Trone's team, like it looks good, blah 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 blah, and then it's like dude scores like 30 points more than what he's projected at.
Oh man, it was so satisfying because after B. Johns beat me up with that stupid Mostert, I was like, Trump, I want you to just take a dump on B. Johns, and it wasn't even it was looking bad. And then we were watching that Vikings Niners game together, and Addison just started going off. I was like, yes, dude. But that's the thing. It's so weird with Trone's team because he just seems to have one or two guys just explode, whether it's Achane, Kyren, Addison. I mean, none of the normal hogs. I mean, where the hell is Trev at? What is Trev doing this year? What are the Jags doing?
The Jags are winning. They're just feeding that ETN every single game. That's basically about it.
Well, as we've been talking about, they're just fake good,
Yeah. Well, the most surprising thing this year is obviously we got Scheimer here. He's approaching most wins in a row, obviously, and he's approaching that territory of possibly having the best record of all time if he stays on this trend.
It's again, I don't know what Brian did with the Devil there at the beginning of this year, but he obviously gave him some sort of, I don't know, children's blood or something. Maybe that's too far. But
I think it was the fact that Brian sacrificed himself for 12 straight years to the Devil, and they're like, finally, we'll give you 1 year.
They're like, we honestly can't have any more of you. Like, you need to get out of here now.
if you think about it, right? Jesse, he had his years where he was down in the dumps and then finally got up to a championship and won. Jaden, he was down in the bottom forever, and then now this last couple of years, he's gone to the top. Even B. Johns, the little piece of shit himself, 1 year they gave him a run for it, a shot at the playoffs and a shot at the title, and didn't work out. And then COD, I think he started out just winning a ship, and then they were like, well, that's all you got, bud. Now the rest of the way you're done.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, what does that do for COD then? I mean, goddamn, is it
but he was unfortunately just the first sacrifice.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even going to go there. I think COD's just fit. He's like in the 9th level of hell or whatever it is, where he's just like frozen in the lake.
Yeah, he's just like in purgatory. He's like, he's kind of like Judas, just frozen in stone. Like, you can't get the fuck out.
Yeah, you're just gonna be there forever. So
he's a little trickster. The only way he's gonna get out is if you go back, find his fucking gold coins, and then guess what? He'll switch places with you. You get stuck in the rock, and he'll go forward.
We'll just leave him there for now.
Don't follow for the tricks.
But yeah, while we're taking our tours of hell there, we'll just wave at COD and be like, "Oh, that's that good guy. Let's go mark another one on him."
It just reminds me of, like, if you've ever watched the TV show Sabrina or whatever on Netflix, right? Where they're down in hell and they find this dude that's tied up like on a cross or something like that, and the freaking crows are just pecking at him, just eating him. And they're just like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We got to leave him. Like, who's that in our league that's just being left there to get eaten by the crows?
That, or I like to think of him kind of like from Little Nicky, the guy down there. It's like the devil's like assistant, and he gets the boobs put on his head.
Boobs on his head?
Yeah, that's COD down there.
He's just playing around with a monkey all day long, that fucking big gorilla.
Yeah, instead of the gorilla, it's like a horse creature just like stroking on his head there, playing on his nipples.
Yeah,
that's good.
Little Nicky, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah. So, anything surprising in the standings to you besides the fact that you're 1-6?
Yeah, I mean that's still a shock. One that I won't get over. No, I mean, Trike is still the one that I think he's just staying up there. It really bothered me that cleaner. I think my mask. Hold on a second. I think my mask is like drooping off my face. The The more I'm talking about fantasy, the sadder my face becomes. Yeah, no, I think Trike staying up there, Cleaner getting that stupid victory over me, like propelling him. And actually, I guess like the one thing I'll say is Nut with having as much cash as he did, some of the moves he's made. I mean, dude's sitting at like what I think 3 and 4, and towards the bottom of the standings there. I mean, that's kind of creeping. I mean, you want to talk about dancing with the devil? He's already bought some pieces and everything. If he just has some bad luck happen his way and misses those playoffs, I don't know what's gonna happen to Darth Nutty. It's
Well, look
like
at
the
him. He's got this
Death
little
Star exploding.
he's got this little poop guy next to him. It means that he's had the most points scored against them. So yeah, he's had some bad luck this year.
Guess who's had the second most? Yee!
Well, yeah,
Hey,
but look at your
buddy.
points for. Look at my points for. This is good.
I'm glad I can't see this
But
because
yeah,
it's not going to be good.
speaking on Trike here, right? Like he scored the fourth least amount of points in the league, and he's literally sitting at 5-2. Like this is pretty cool. I wish I had this fucking luck. I don't know what the fuck what's been going on there.
Well, we get those teams like every year that has something like this going on. I mean, it's funny too because Jesse, it's like the thing that happens with Jesse all the time, but he's always on the opposite end of it where it's like he scored a shit ton, but then he just has people blown up on him every week, which has got me so frustrated. I mean, talking about like having a shitty record, right? Just being down there, it's like, okay, well, if you're not scoring the points, I get it, but if you're like scoring a bunch and you just keep losing, it's like, okay, that is way more frustrating. I would be a lot more pissed off.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, who knows, man? That's just the nature of the game. You have some luck in there. So
yeah, they say fantasy. Some of it's luck and some of it's skill. You never know what side you're gonna end up on.
Test your luck, my boy.
I'm both on the downward spiral.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this costume Black Hole because that's what my team is.
Yeah, I'm a fucking clown.
Yeah, you are.
So let's move on from that and let's go towards our trades here for the last week. And I don't think we talked. I think the last one we did was it Tutu, and no, we didn't talk about these ones, right?
Bro, I can't see. You're gonna have to
Tutu Atwell for Josh for Downs. We didn't talk about that one, right?
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter on that one. I don't.
Well, I like Downs. He showed
Downs
some
is
promise.
cool. Yeah, Downs is on the ups.
He's good old Rook. Everybody likes a good rookie breaking out,
Yeah, Tutu's gonna be nothing because Puka and Cooper Kupp.
God damn, this thing is fucking on my face. Okay, I'm sweating under here. Okay, all right, next one is yours, Dameon Pierce and David Montgomery, and you gave up. I mean, you acquired 20 draft dollars for this, and I think everybody kind of we know what this is. Like, it was just a sell-off of David Montgomery, who's a much better player this year. And Dameon Pierce, you're basically taking a flyer on hoping that he can actually do something since that run game's been horrible in Texas.
Yeah. I mean, the thought process is, right, is to sell some of my pieces and not get complete dog shit back and, take a gamble on somebody like Pierce who, I don't know, could put up some points. We'll see.
Yeah, at least you're getting a starting running back.
It's a starting running back, and I get a hefty amount of cash. And
obviously, David Montgomery, I love him on that. I love that Lions offensive line. So David Montgomery running behind, it's like a different monster than he was the last couple of years with the Bears.
Yeah, it was extremely hard to do it, and I just also, you got to look at the dynamics of the squad. Like, I understand why Nutt's doing it. He can sit on Montgomery and wait for him to come back healthy, right? I couldn't do that. And, yeah, Nutt's trying to chase a championship, right? Where I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm just going to get some money.
Perfect.
I'm a whore.
That's fine. At this point in the game, you kind of just, for us, in the bottom of the barrel, we're in the mud. The only thing you can do is get a little richer. You can't climb out of it. You might as well take some gold with you. So next one, we got Jesse and Cleaner, and this was the one that got you really riled up. The Kirk Cousins for Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, I just, I know that there was some trade talks between Jesse and I think there was some that I heard with others to Jesse about Kirk. I don't know, man. I'm like, Jesse, I gave him shit about it. He's like, oh, the 24th ranked wide receiver. I'm like, you cannot look at it like that. I don't care what sleeper ranks him as right now. It's like the dude doesn't really, I mean, he does, like, he had a couple of good games, but I don't know, man.
Well,
Like,
I guess it just depends on how you look at it. Like, right? If you look at it, the games that he did do well, there was no Jameson Williams, which I don't know if he's the truth yet, but he's been playing pretty decent. And one of the games there was no St. Brown.
I think Jameson Williams got a gooser last week.
Well, I don't fucking know. Well, the whole
It doesn't
team
matter. It doesn't matter. They're
well, I'd
not.
say the whole team played like shit, really. Besides, like, I guess Gibbs.
It's Amon-Ra, Laporta, and then the run game. I mean, that's what it
Well, I
is.
was gonna say there's a strong possibility that he's like the fourth or fifth option on the team, depending on that given day. So I don't get it. Like, if you could have got draft cash, like you were saying, then I would probably take draft cash instead of Josh Reynolds. But fuck it, I'm a fucking clown. So
Dude, I offered up JSN and some like $3 draft cash, and I got told, "Nah, I need Jamar." And I was like, how do we get there? But I mean, in fairness, he was trying to give me cash and Kirk, and I'm like, dude, it was like fucking 4 weeks ago. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't even matter. Kirk.
It was just a weird one. Like, I feel like, I don't know, Josh Reynolds. Like, I guess whatever. I don't really know. Like, are you ever gonna start him? Really? Like, I don't think you will. All right, then we got Cooper Kupp for Christian Watson here, and then obviously Steven got $30.
Yeah,
back,
$30
and some fab. Obviously, a decent amount of fab.
You know what it is?
It's a sell-off.
Yeah. Calvin's finally, I never thought I'd see the day that Cal would admit that he's not going to make the playoffs and just like, all right, I'm going to wash my hands of it and just start looking forward to next year.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Scheimer's taking the Willie and the freaking Steven approach at this year. And I'm really, you're dancing with the devil here, because there's only two ways it works out here. You can have the Willie side where you go win a ship, and then you have the Steven side where you spend all your money and you fucking get out in the first round. So
yeah, I mean, dude, it's such a finicky game, and it's so frightening to do it, because you think to yourself, you're looking out on paper, you're like, oh god damn, you got Cooper Kupp to this team, man, locked in. But between just like bad luck and then I don't know, like sometimes it's like it's just not your week, and there's another team that it is their week, and they just come in there. Scheimer, hey Scheimer, come on down to the dark side, buddy.
Yeah, honestly,
I kind of hope you get taught, because I want everybody to get taught at this point. But
you look at Scheimer's team, and it's it's really fun to look at, So hopefully it works out.
He's got a lot of shiny toys.
If it doesn't work out, then next year it's going to be real tough doing the Willie.
So that devil comes in and snips your putt off, bud. Then all you're doing is left holding it. You can never use it again.
And then we're looking at Chuba Hubbard right here, and that, I believe, went for $7 draft dollars.
Cleaner. Dude, if there's anything I'll ever say to Cleaner, you are, and it's like he admitted to it, but Nut is his puppet master. He's like, all right, I'm going to put this out there. I'll go and does it almost immediately. I mean, it's like, yes, my master, I will go trade for Chuba Hubbard and give you $7. It's like, robot. Dude, really? Chuba Hubbard going for $7 fucking dollars? Like,
yeah,
what are we doing?
I just don't understand how many times so I don't know how much, I don't think Dobby talks about it as much as we do, but on Wilson time, how many times we got to say that literally Nut just keeps talking these players up, sells them off, and then you don't even fucking use them, or they get dropped or something like that? Why do we keep doing this? Why what is going on here? Chuba Hubbard, I get it. How many backup running backs have we seen got bought by draft cash this year? A plethora of them for $2-3 tops, right?
Why are backups going for draft cash? I don't care if Chuba Hubbard is better than Miles Sanders. They play for the worst team with one of the worst offensive lines. Dude, you will never use that. I would rather, if I was Cleaner, I would rather gamble on Jaleel McLaughlin every week than go throw Chuba Hubbard in there.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't know if it's going to be Smiles that week or Chuba the next.
the problem is you look at it too. Guess what? Chuba Hubbard's right on the bench. You paid $7 to stick him on your bench.
I know. And even if he becomes a starter, dude, we've seen what Chuba. Okay. Oh, you
I
know
don't.
what?
I trust
Can't.
me. I don't get it. I don't get it because
The
obviously
Cam Akers thing, it's like that again. But
as a good salesperson, when if you're gonna get rid of somebody, right? Like Nutt has no reason to have Chuba Hubbard on his team. He's got 3 running backs he can start every week that he's gonna start over Chuba Hubbard. So yeah, obviously you're gonna go out there and be like, hey, somebody give me some draft cash instead of Fab, right? Give me some draft cash. You don't
yeah,
have to. You don't have to. If you wait a little bit longer, there's a strong possibility you're going to be able to get him for a player, maybe, or maybe Fab or something like that. It's good sales tactic by Nut. I just don't understand why people buy into it so hard.
I would be so curious to see at the end of the season all the people that spent draft cash for backup running backs, how often they actually used them. Because I don't think, the Elijah Mitchell one, he hasn't been used yet. Who else we got?
I'm pretty sure
I
didn't
don't
Mike buy
remember.
Keontae Ingram off
Oh,
of
Cam Akers. Cam Akers hasn't even touched Dizzle's starting lineup yet.
Keontae Ingram got bought,
Yeah, Keontae Ingram.
and then he
Nothing
just got
happened.
dropped.
So I mean, it's like, again, what is a
Antonio
draft?
Gibson, did you say that one? He hasn't.
No,
He hasn't started.
he hasn't started. I mean, it's just
Elijah Mitchell, yeah, not
yeah, it
started.
hasn't started. Chuba looks like he's not making the cut either. I mean, it's mind blowing.
I don't get it. I
What
tried
happened to
trading
the
with
days
somebody.
of trading draft cash for actual players? Like, why aren't we just trading Fab or fucking? Does anybody know how to trade a player for a player anymore? I mean, it's like insane to me.
Uh,
Which
yeah,
is fine.
honestly,
It's fine. I don't. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just again, why spend like what's the value of the dollar? It's funny because everybody would like give me shit or give Calvin shit for buying players, but at least we're like actually using that money to get like stars or quality players. Now it's just kind of like, hey man, we'll slide fucking $12 for that backup who just got dropped from this team. Oh, okay, cool, nice. I don't know.
yeah, it's interesting to me. I just
I'm gonna keep shitting on it. I don't care what anybody
yeah,
says.
I don't understand. It's very interesting, because you can be super reluctant, like I guess myself, like
Goose,
or
goose.
or you could just be like somebody who just like fucking buys into it. Like, thanks, Nut, for giving me this advice. I'm gonna go do it. Maybe it works out for you, but I have not seen it work out for anybody yet this year.
It didn't work out last year either. I did one of those trades last year, and guess what it did? Shit on me, bud. Darren Waller, that dude was a fucking bust and a half.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on past this one.
Okay, so the next one is Jamal Williams for Michael Thomas, and I'm pretty sure Gabi spent some money to get Michael Thomas back onto his squad.
I actually enjoyed this one. I thought it was funny.
And I don't know, but if I look at this, I have fucking 15 screens going on at once here. But let me just double check something. I'm playing against Gabi this week. Yep, he's not starting Michael Thomas.
Oh yeah.
I don't, if it's a bye week fill in, cool, whatever. I don't know, dude. Like, fuck, like I don't know, fucking, like they're all doing better than me this year, so fuck me, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. You know what? We're here to talk shit. I'm tired of not talking no shit. Like, we need to get back on. Like, we shit on Alex Trade last year, remember? And I know that pissed him off and everything. Well, I was like, oh, maybe we'll take it easy. I'm done taking it easy, man. This whole year is such dog water that it's time to just start shitting on people, hurting some feelings. And I'll tell you one thing. After that Gabi talks the other day, talking all that mad shit, I got, Gabi and B. Johns who've been scraping the bottom of the barrel for years here, just all of a sudden like, oh, dude, what the fuck are these guys doing? Especially Bill, they're one of the worst auction drafters, blah, 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 to do. I don't care what any of y'all say. You never tasted a championship. You barely can make it out of the first round, if not the playoffs. So come see me, brother. Come see me. And B. Johns, you literally are one game ahead of me. I don't give a shit about your moves you've been making, dog. Literally does not matter. You will be down in the Sacco again this year. you can sit there and spew like, at least I'm making some moves. Like, what are these fools doing over here? They don't know shit about fantasy. Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, honestly, I don't
Come
know.
see me.
We got the San Diego boys or the Carlsbad boys or the fucking down south boys, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the Saco boys, all of them down there. Oh, fucking! What did you look at the Pooh boys coming in? I can't even believe it. I can't even.
Yo,
I
bro,
can't
that's
even
awesome, dude.
fathom sitting there and talking
The Pooh
shit.
Boys, bro. They calling us the Pooh Boys when literally it's like you're the one wearing the toilet seat.
Y'all could, B. Johns, you could sell your house for an extra bathroom, bud. You guys have had that toilet seat there so fucking long. All right. So I don't want to hear about this and that, this and that. I don't. If I want to go shit on COD or I want to go shit on a trade or I want to go shit on B. Johns, I'm going to shit on them because you know what? Those motherfuckers have been down at the bottom for too long, and I don't care that you're having a decent season this year. B. Johns isn't even having a decent season. He just like
He's not. Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, it blew my mind. I was like, I can't believe this. But hey, good job. You stirred your pot. You know, you
Yeah.
stirred it.
B.
You
Johns
got
like,
it going, buddy.
B. John's like, if I can't win, I might as well stir the pot.
Yeah. B. John.
B. John's, I'm dog shit this year, bud. And guess what? You and I were here. You're not here. You're not there. You're not there. You're right here with me, okay, bud?
Yeah.
And guess what? We want to look at any statistic going back until the beginning of time at DVFFL. I'm up here and you're down here, bud. Well, I don't know where you're at. You're out of the screen.
And I want to say something too. Like Gabi, you keep talking about how I'm so bad in the auction era. Well, okay, bud, that's fine and dandy. Maybe I haven't been the best, but guess what? Still have one more championship than you. I don't care what you say if I bought it. Go buy your own. See how that works out. Doesn't always work. Let me tell you, because the Kyler Murray experience taught me. But two, let's not forget about the whole like 11 years or 10 years or whatever it was of the snake draft era. Like what? That's just all gone now? Get out of here, man. I don't want to hear all of that, bro. You were part of that too. Guess what? You were still dog water. You're still floating down with Pennywise down there. So don't freaking come at me.
Hey, man.
Man, dude.
Yeah, no.
Fired up, dude.
Yeah, Gabi wanted to
You want to dance with a devil dog? Goom, goom. I'll hit myself in the face.
Yeah, only person that shits on me is me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go on to this. Let's go on to this next one. Jeez, Mike, it's hot in here. Okay, we got COD taking on that Kyler Murray and Roshan Johnson and giving up Michael Pittman.
Yeah,
you slid him a little bit of cash too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if people are like wondering why I even did that, but the logic to me behind it was like, say I do sell off Jamar, I would like to have a decent wide receiver to throw into his place, so I'm not just tossing out.
Let's call a spade here. Fucking Cody has a hard on for Kyler Murray.
He does.
Always has. So, and Roshan Johnson, Mr. Blockhead himself, I don't know if I think he might have gotten some kind of damage to his brain from that concussion because the dude literally has. I don't know.
I don't know if anybody was really paying attention, that close of attention to that Bears game, but the dude was literally. It's like he was seeking contact and he was leading with his head that entire game. And I don't remember who I told what I was watching it with, and I was like, dude, that man's gonna hurt himself. It's like nobody would even be around him, and he would go run after him, and it looked like one of those boneheads out there. Like just
it's like Latavius Murray, dude, with those fucking cross eyes, dude. Just
it's just like, where's the contact? It's like, he reminds me of those people or one of those players like from The Longest Yards. Like, will you teach me to football? Anyway, so enjoy that
COD. So the next one here is we got B. Johns trading Marquise Brown to Trike for Adam Thielen, and I'm pretty sure B. Johns paid a little bit of money for Adam Thielen as well.
Yeah, I did not understand that because I feel like Marquise Brown, well, in my opinion, which will take it out is whatever, is a better player than Adam Thielen at this point. I mean, Adam Thielen is old man Thielen, and Marquise Brown's still young, and now he's about to be getting Kyler Murray back. Thielen is still gonna be rocking Bryce Young out there. So
I
again,
don't know.
Panthers are dog shit. So
No, it's to the point for me where literally I can't say anything more about Adam Thielen, dog, and being old, whatever. The man, it
I
just
mean,
is
he's
what
doing
it is.
things. Yeah.
It is what it is. There's freaking death, taxes, Roshan Johnson running into people with his head, and Adam Thielen getting a lot of targets every week. Okay, like that's basically what it is at this point now. So,
Well, I don't know, man. Maybe Chuba Hubbard. I mean, maybe
no,
Twitter sees something out
yeah,
there. We don't
maybe,
see,
but
right?
dude, there is nobody to catch a ball on that
I
team besides
know.
Adam Thielen. So unless he goes down with an injury of some sort, the man is going to feast, and he's just going to get force fed the rock every game. And they're always coming from behind, so they're always going to be passing.
Dude, the Panthers are so stupid. I mean, they're like, oh, we want to make a trade for a wide receiver one. Well, what the fuck are you doing, Jonathan Mingo? And why did you trade away DJ Moore then?
I still don't understand. I really do
Bryce
not
Young.
understand.
I mean, you could have got CJ Stroud. You guys are still dog shit. You didn't have to trade away your number one wide receiver to get a good QB this year.
True. And
Yeah.
look, now the Bears might have like the first and the second pick, or the first and third pick, or whatever the fuck it is. All right, next one, we got Royce Freeman going for $9 fab dollars. That was just a fucking dump off. So there's another fucking thing that I'm saying. People just hold out. You don't have to pay money or draft money for somebody. Royce Freeman was going to be gone. So this is a good one right here. Fab dollars. Pay fab dollars. That's all you need. It was a roster drop for freaking Nut, and B. Johns is probably going to throw Royce Freeman on his fucking bench, and then in 2 weeks he'll be fucking dropped again because Kyron Williams will be back.
Or maybe we'll use them. I don't know. But I could actually see the move behind this one because, like, if Nut does say let him go to the waivers, you're probably going to have to pay a lot more than $9 to get him. So I actually could see that one. I don't mind.
Possibly. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
At this point, these running backs are going for stupid amounts. So
the problem with Royce Freeman for me is the fact that he plays the Cowboys this week, and then he's going to be on bye in 2 weeks. So it's like you're really. And then Kyron Williams comes back. Darrell Henderson, I fucking hate that guy. He will always, fucking Zach Evans, dude. Like, you know what? I made a move, boys. Go make a move, right? I'll go make a move. Guess what? Fuck it. This is not my year. Fuck Zach Evans. Fuck $45 $5. I didn't need it anyways.
That's right. Darrell Henderson, bud.
Next thing, fucking, I sent old Fairbairn over for $9 fab dollars, and this was premeditated. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, whatever. It's a kicker. You know what? Take him.
Kick him. Kick that.
I do like Fairbairn's schedule going forward, though. So I like not getting that.
Maybe he's sad to drop him, but
I needed fab, so fuck it. And then our last one here is we got Jesse trading for Dallas Goedert and C-Van getting Luke Musgrave. This is another fucking just sell off. Good for Jesse. He likes his tight ends, and his tight ends have been fucking ass this year. I'm so happy that Cole Kmet has been dog shit since he got picked up, besides that one game. I fucking hate Cole Kmet. I'll never touch him again.
Yeah, no, I was fine with it.
Yeah, whatever. Steven's just racking up the dough.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Steven. He's such a good drafter. Well, hey, bud, you got all the cash in the world. Let's see it now.
True. All right. So let's go on to this week's matchups.
All right, let's just pick them real quick. So I'm dying to get into the segment, and I'm also my eyes, dude, are freaking.
Yeah, I know. This thing's fucking up my eyelashes, my eyebrows, and my fucking eyeballs.
Considering I can't even see the matchup.
All right, first one up is myself versus Gabi.
Go Gabi.
Okay. Nobody's on bye this week, but I have a healthy squad for the first time going into Sunday. I don't even have to worry about anything.
Yeah, but it's got to be Gabi.
Well, I didn't think I was going to win, but I'm just saying I feel pretty happy I don't have to wake up early and fucking make sure that somebody didn't lose a leg or something.
We all flew down here, Gabi.
Yeah. Fucking usually I'm the one biting fucking guys' arms off like Pennywise so my team can't play. All right, let's see. I got Nut. So Darth Nuttiest versus Three Wheels Rolling. So Trike. And let me take a little gander at this. I'm gonna go with Nut because I don't know. Trike's got this spell on everybody where they just underperform against them, but um, I like I like the matchups this week. I like Nut's team more than Trike's team, so I'm going with Nut. All right. Next, I'll go again because this is you. I got the Navy Steelers versus the Dirtle Squad, so you versus Diz.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Diz on this one, even though you had a good start with Dalton Kincaid. That's nice. However, I just think that the fact that Rashad White was able to go out there and get double-digit points for Dirtle, I think I don't know, his team is just, it's so hard to be like, oh, Tyreek Hill won't have a good game. Like, the dude is either going to put up 15 points or 30 points. It's like, it's just
Yeah.
going to be a tough one. But I am excited to see how your team goes at full blast here because this is basically what you're going to be rocking the rest of the year.
Yeah. That's it. So
So I think it's going to be a close one. This is going to be one of the closer matchups, but I'm going to take Diz for now.
if I don't get this one this week, then yep, boys, we're ready to sell.
We're putting it out there for sale.
Yeah, the for sale sign is gonna be planted.
All right, next one's for you. We got Clean Machine versus Trev's Throb and Hogs. So Cleaner versus Trump.
Ooh.
And I'll give you since you can't see anything. Clean Machine started out with a 12.8 point outing from Chris Godwin.
Okay. Any buys?
Let's see. No, not really. No.
Okay.
Justin Fields is still out. And fucking
Whatever.
for some reason Trone's not starting DC 40 hands, which is a mistake.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Throbbing Hogs, man. He's just got the mojo right now.
Yeah, here we go.
We'll get into Cleaner's team what I think about it here in a bit in the segment, but yeah, Trone's got the mojo. I think he keeps rocking. Keep rocking the free world. Dude.
Is he going to be speeding through this week like Crystal Olave? What a fucking idiot, dude. Did you see the video on him? He's like, I played for the New Orleans Saints, and the guy's like, so what? He's just like handcuffed.
Oh, that's just a shame. I like Olave too. What a fucking fool.
Yeah.
At least he didn't kill anybody. God.
True. He was going like double the speed. It was in like a residential area. It was like 35 miles per hour or something. He was going like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, I heard from what I saw, and I could be wrong, but that's like a felony. I guess
it's reckless
he got
driving.
it dropped to a misdemeanor. I'm like, you fucking lucky fuck, dude. I guess that's what happens when you play in the NFL.
I don't know. I thought it was just funny. He was like, I play for the Saints, and the guy's like, turn around, handcuffed him.
He's like, yeah, you did dog shit.
Well, it was down in New Orleans too. There's a lot of hicks down there. Probably a racist. Who knows? Let's see. Week 8. Let's see. We got Toad Hole Furnace Fanatics versus Lamar's Putternauts. Damn. Well, I don't know. Like, it wasn't the best outing from the old Putternauts. This.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Did he do anything? I can't remember.
He had 7 points.
Pretty pedestrian for him.
Yeah. All right. Let me take a little gander at this a little bit more. Yeah, I'm still going to go with Justin Jefferson out. I'm still going with the Putternauts. I'm taking Brian on that one. It'll be a close one, though. Jaden always usually makes it a close one. All right, next one is for you. We're looking at Wallow and Wombat, so Steven, who sold the farm, versus the Tendon Tears and Pussy Hairs of B. Jones. Man, this is a battle right here of the swamp. We got Swamp Wars.
Yeah, literally. What do they call that? The creature from the Black Lagoon?
Yeah, well, sure.
By the way, a couple of lagoon creatures here. I don't even know, man. What a fucking slop fest. Just, I'll take the Pussy Hairs and Tendon Tears. If I lose again, I need Steven to keep losing. I can't be the only one. But so it's just the way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
All right, so last, and we'll both go on this one because it's the last one, so we both got to choose something here. We got COD, so horsesonly.com versus Just Joshin, which is Jesse.
Oh man, any buys
Let's see.
or anything noteworthy?
Hey, Blockhead's gonna play.
Oh, he's got Blockhead in.
No, he's just gonna play.
Oh shit. Okay.
No buys. But we gotta think about this. Jesse put up 53 points with 3 players on.
That's
Thursday.
right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with just Josh in.
Yeah, I'm going with Just Josh, and I think he named COD as well this week. He probably puts up the most points.
Yeah, Jesse's definitely due. So I'll rock with that. That Mike Evans getting a last minute tutty too is just too funny.
Well, boom. All right, that's it for the weekly matchups.
Ooh, it's time. Well, I wrote these notes down, but again, I can't see anything. So, yes. Man, okay, so this segment, boys, in the Halloween spooky spirits here, is a little game where we match you up with some of the more iconic creatures, villains, monsters, and serial killers, whatever you want to call them. So, let us join in the festivities of the spookiness. Yeah, dance for me, clown, dance for me. So, right, you have the notes? I can't, again.
I do have the notes. Let me just pull it up real quick.
Cannot read.
All right, so we're going to start off with Brian. So
Shimmering Puss.
Yours is Michael Myers.
Yeah. Actually, I guess that's Psycho. But either way, stab. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So basically, you can't die right now. 7-0, just like Michael Myers. I mean, you take shots from other teams, but
always comes back for more.
Just keep coming back, and you keep finding different ways to kill your enemies too. You know, you have your classic, which is a couple of your main hogs, but then every once in a while you'll pull out a fucking big old saw, like chainsaw looking thing from the firefighters and cut a bunch of people up, or I'm trying to think of other ways that Michael Myers kills.
No, yeah, Michael Myers, man, he's just a big scary motherfucker. Like, he's real, but he's like a real person. He's also like demonic or something like that. You just don't know what the fuck you're gonna get with that guy. And Scheimer, like, yeah, he's just a consistent big ass hog that just fucking wrecks you every week.
And with Michael Myers too, the origin of him, right, is like he has this like trauma, and he's all fucked up as a kid, and that's what leads him to kill his sister, and then killing others as time went on, right? Well, that's like the same thing with Brian. It's like from his early days, Brian has trauma from being such dog water that he's coming back for revenge, and he's just going on this like rampage. Nothing can stop him.
Yeah, I agree. So Brian is Michael Myers. All right, we got Diz and Leatherface.
Oh man! So the reason I like Leatherface for Dirtle is because I feel like on his team he has players that mask to be good, but they're actually not. And just like with Leatherface, when he cuts off the face and wears it to be somebody else, that's the same thing with Dirtle. Whether it's Calvin Ridley, it's Rashad White, even Tony Pollard at points.
Cam Akers.
Yeah, Cam Akers, exactly. Just another victim there. But he also, again, to the trauma thing, which I think we'll probably end up going back there a bunch of times.
All of these will have trauma.
Not all of them. Some of them are just straight up demonic creatures, so. But like for Dirtle, right? He has this like he's messed up in his head, like Leatherface, where he has to take his rage out on his opponents because he's made these trades and he gets dogged on so hard by them, and it like messes with him psychologically that he just wants to go and just kill and like, and then he wants to, it's like killing's not enough. He needs to skin their face off and wear it.
Yeah, I like it too. I think Diz, he's a man of many face. He's like a mini face god almost.
Yeah, like, he really is.
I don't know. It's just yeah, like you said, it's not enough to just beat somebody. He's got to sit there and just fucking pummel you, just talking shit and over again. So it's not enough just chainsaw you up. You got to fucking wear the face too and just say fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it's like a bit of torture in there for sure. Just listen to him, like some of his trash talking too, like the way he'll like text you on the side or whatever. Like some of the, I mean, you were getting it when he was like, "I'm gonna cream your hole," and like,
yeah, it sounds like some fucking redneck hillbilly fucking Hills Have Eyes type shit.
Yeah, it's like some fucking weird like incestual stuff or something. I don't know.
All right, so next one. So we got Diz as Leatherface, and then we got Trone as Frankenstein.
Yeah. Oh, give me your pud.
And I think we chose this one because Trone's team is, it's like you literally get somebody injured, and then he finds somebody, fucking zaps those motherfuckers, and they just start going off.
It literally
creates a monster.
Trone's had so many injuries, but also just like, dude, it's like he's pieced together his team like Frankenstein, and so many, like all these like strange players and like methods and stuff, and then when it all comes together, he's got this monster that he just pulls up out of the dead and ends up being like Frankenstein, right? He's a big motherfucker, dude. Like he'll mess some people up and stuff, and he's misunderstood.
Trone's just misunderstood.
Yeah, Trone's just misunderstood when it comes to like his players. A lot of people dog on him. The Kyron Williams thing, like he was defending him, right? And it's like he's just misunderstood. But if you were to actually get to know Trone's team, maybe you find that he's actually likable, and there's things that you can, I don't know, get from it, benefit. So
yeah, honestly, otherwise, I feel like he just throws in people, and they just somehow work, and it's a beautiful mistake.
It's true, but then there's also some parts of it just like rotting. So there's still the monster aspect.
And just for like horror fans and stuff like that, obviously Frankenstein isn't actually the monster. It's Dr. Frankenstein, and the monster is just called the monster, essentially. Right. But you get the point here. He's Frankenstein. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he could also be Dr. Frankenstein too, putting it all together.
Well, yeah, it could be Dr. Frankenstein, and his team is the monster, right? And then
yeah. Okay, and then we got Trone as Frankenstein or the monster, and then we got Trike here as Dracula.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna suck your pud.
And we came with this one because it's like every team that he plays, it's like the life just goes out of them. Like their team forgets how to play. They lose the life of themselves. The blood is like drained from their bodies, and they just can't figure it out. So the man just somehow feasts off of them.
I was gonna say it's almost like Trike gets stronger by feeding on his opponent, and then they get cast to the wayside, and he just keeps moving up in the rankings there.
Yeah.
And also, I guess if you want to think about this way, maybe a little deeper cut with it too. Trike is a founding member too, so it's like he's just been kind of working around.
He's back for more.
Yeah, he was popular back in the day, right? Kind of like Dracula, and then Dracula goes onto a ship, right, and sails off to go to whatever, I can't remember what land it is. Maybe it's fucking U.S. I don't know. Anyways,
U.S.
Yeah, there you go, U.S. I can't remember exactly. There's so many different variations of it. But anyways, Trike like takes off and then comes back, and it's like the legend of Trike returns, and he's back to fucking just having his power and stuff.
Trike's like, I have a 1-5 playoff record. Now I'm ready to fuck everybody up.
Well, dude, because Chark was a good fantasy. I mean, historically he was a good fantasy player back in the day before he took his hiatus. And so
he's like a Steven almost. They're really good in the regular season. They suck ass in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm with that.
All right, so then we have Trike as Dracula, and now we have Brandon as fucking Chucky. Like, fuck you, Brandon. This is perfect for you. You're fucking Chucky, bud.
No, the way I see Brandon with Chucky, right, is that like when I watch Chucky, I'm like, dude, how did they not just kick the shit out of this doll? Like, how's this doll fucking them up? Like, I don't understand it.
It's just like a little pest, dude. It's like, what the fuck is this
he's
thing?
like
just
a small doll. Like, I would just launch that motherfucker across the room. And so when I look at Brandon's team, like, it's like, man, I feel like I should just be able to walk over and just kick the shit out. I'm kind of like the same thing. Just yeet him out of here. But then you underestimate him and he ends up killing you, just like he did to me this year. So, yeah, and he's just diabolical, too. I mean, Brandon's just sitting over there. Like, you can't kill him, essentially. He's just going to rekindle into another Chucky doll and come back and still mess with you. It's more annoying, you know? It's
and Chucky, like, he doesn't just, like, kill people instantly, man. It's like like, he's got this little fucking pocket knife, and he's like, it's like Bijan is biting me in the fucking leg, and I'm like, get the fuck off, dude, like. But then somehow he finds me later on, and he keeps on doing it over again. It's like a little pest.
Bijan's is like, yeah, exactly. Like he's like got the long con, but then he could also just murder you right there. But it's just so, I don't know. Like every time I see Chucky the movies, I'm just like so annoyed because I'm like, dude, I don't know how this little doll is just causing so much havoc and nobody knows what to do with it or how to handle it. I guess he's just sneaking around and just spewing bullshit everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so Chucky, and now we got Nut as one of my favorites, which is Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Yeah,
this man fucking is down. He's controlling it all, right? He's controlling fucking hell, dude. Like one minute you think you're home, and the next minute you're fucking stuck there, and Nuts over there just fucking mastermind. You got the chains coming at you, fucking holding you in place. You can't get the fuck out, you know, right? And he's just implementing his seeds into you, those peanuts. He's just giving you peanuts.
And he wants you to feed him too. You know, it's like he wants you to. He controls people when he gets them to do his bidding, and then like he gains this power from it.
And I feel like the Nut Report is almost kind of like the little hieroglyphic box that you have to solve, you know, the little
Rubik's Cube. Yeah.
And I feel like Nut and like the Podley's like that, where you listen to the Podley and pay close attention to this, Alec, because it's probably you. You keep getting cut by the fucking Podley, and he keeps sucking you in.
Yes, literally.
It's like his little game, you know, and it's like, don't play with it, man. Just look at it. Don't be trying to figure it out. Don't be playing and messing with it.
No, I haven't seen all the Hellraisers, but the one I watched was literally like he's like getting this person to like do his bidding, and they're like bringing him people, and you kill them and like take their body, their flesh, and stuff like that. Maybe that's what Alec is to Nut. He's collected the people, like the people.
He's just like a little fucking I guess so, like a little servant or something. Like
like a little servant, and Nut's just becoming more powerful from it. But overall, it could have, Nuts could have went a bunch of different ways. If we didn't want to go full horror, obviously Dark Nuttiest, like, could be Darth Vader. You know what's funny about that too? He's actually when we first came up with that, he was supposed to be Darth Sidious, but whatever, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking Hellraiser, dude.
Yeah, fucking Pinhead. All right, now we got myself as fucking Pennywise. I'm just a fucking clown, so I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But you can elaborate a little bit more if you like.
Well, mostly because your team's a clown. And I'll get this out of my mouth here. Yeah, but I feel like you sit down in the gutter and everything, and it's like people could fear you, but then as soon as they start realizing that they're not scared of you and stuff, you just shrivel up and it's like you go back into your fucking hole. Because you had your championship at one point, right? And it's like I feel like you do know some people feel like you know sports and stuff, but then once they actually start realizing like what your team is and like how you're going about things, is like you just lose all your power.
Yeah.
Way.
I would say I probably know I know probably more about sports than I don't know how much everybody knows, but I think you kind of know. If you ask me about any sport, I know the majority of it, and I'm pretty well versed in it all. But fantasy is obviously fucking different. Because I like certain people in the NFL, but fucking does not translate into fucking fantasy. Like it just doesn't.
Well, also, I mean, we're just being real about your team. You are down in the gutters. You're where Pennywise lives, in the fucking sewer.
Yeah, and I have not fed on anybody's arm in a long time.
You're not feeding either. I mean, you're like the Pennywise that's been, you know, for years or whatever. He's on his hiatus, and then.
Well, you know, I only come back every fucking 30 years or whatever the fuck Pennywise does. So I'm just I'll be back later.
Find yourself a little Georgie.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm Pennywise, obviously by the fucking mask. You guys can tell that.
It's a clown.
And then with COD, we got him as Freddy Krueger. So you explain this one a little bit more to me because I don't think I didn't really choose this one.
Yeah. So the reason I say Freddy Krueger for COD is because the way I see COD's team and with all the Sackos and everything, it's like Freddy Krueger, right? Can only hurt you in the dream land there. Like when you go to sleep and you have dreams.
In the dreamland.
Yeah, the dreamland.
When you're sleeping, just having a dream.
Well, I like to think of it as the dreamland.
In the dreamland.
Sounds scary in the dreamland. But anyways, so COD can only hurt you there, like in your own thoughts, right? Like in those dreams. But in reality, it can't hurt you at all. And that's what COD is to me. It's like if you lose to him, there's like a fear of losing to him because he's the 4-time Sacco. He's so bad. And it's like you'd be a laughing stock to the Horseman, you know. But it's only your thoughts and your dreams that could actually harm you. When in reality, you go look at his team and you look at how he manages it each year, he's no threat whatsoever. He's just this, you know, creature that lives some other dimension and stuff. But every once in a while, he can grab one of his, you know, his claws there and knife hands or whatever you want to call them, bring you in the furnace and beat you over like a horse.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I feel like Cody's every year. It's just kind of like a nightmare, whether it's for him or for us, right?
That's another way to put it.
We're just always stuck in a nightmare with him. So fucking fuck you, COD. Don't talk shit, okay?
Yeah, COD is also permanently burnt, dude. Just like the way he manages his team and how bad he sucks. The dude's just like that's his skin, you know. That's his team. His team is permanently just charred.
Enough with the 4 QBs, all right. So, all right. We got Freddy Krueger for COD. Now we're going on to Cleaner here. So, Alec, we got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And yeah, I think this suits him. Every week we go into it thinking, you know, Cleaner's team doesn't look that good, blah, 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 you know, like, oh, you know. And something happens where fucking somebody fucking starts the fucking mutation, and here we go. The fucking creature comes out of nowhere, and it is Cleaner.
And it's just incredibly powerful and shits all over you, you know, tears you apart. But then there's some weeks where he goes back to being Dr. Jekyll, and he's just like some weak little man, you know, some shit team.
It's honestly with Cleaners, it's just
a 9-day thing. I swear.
Yeah, it's like you look at it and you're like, like I don't know. There's few times we picked Cleaner to win this year, right? When you look at like projections and the lineups and everything like that, and then there's something happens where somebody pisses him. He must be on the fantasy god side where you piss off the fantasy gods, and they're just like, you're playing against Cleaner this week. We're gonna fuck you over. Here's Mr. fucking Hyde here.
Yeah.
So Cleaner, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde. Now we're going on to Jesse, and Jesse's Jason. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse is definitely Jason. He comes in, he doesn't have to say much, and he just kills. It's just like not much backstory to it. He's just a fucking hog and will kill, but then he can be defeated, right? Yeah, I don't know. Jason's just and Jesse has the championship too, right? So, like the way I see Jason's kind of one of the upper echelon of the traditional horror movie characters. And it's like, well, okay, Jesse's got a championship and he's been fucking good for, to Gavi's point, like in the auction era and stuff. So I feel like he would be deserving of somebody of that stature. But
yeah, I think it's just Jesse's team is just a juggernaut every year, and Jason just goes around literally fucking. I feel like the dude in the movies can lift a fucking house, like
yeah, exactly.
It's just like he always gets, but at the end of the day, right? He has to go back to the fucking swamp, like he's going back into the fucking.
He goes back into the lake.
So, like,
that's the thing. I mean, kind of to that point, right? It's like Jesse always, like especially these last couple of years, he's always having the most points scored against him, and it's like that's how Jason just takes a fucking beating, but he keeps coming back for more, and he's still a hog at the same time. So, like this weird dynamic there.
All right, so we got Jesse as Jason, and now we're going on to Gabi. Gabi got him as the leprechaun.
Gabi over in his fucking gold pot over there stirring it.
God, running around just fucking like
yeah, literally just causing mayhem, dude, just madness. I don't know if you guys ever seen the Leprechaun, but he's a very strange, like, evil creature. I think there's a leprechaun in space too, or something like that. But either way,
I don't know for sure.
That is literally Gabi, though. He just, he can wreak some havoc, and he'll kill some people and everything. But his whole mission is just to cause chaos. And just he is diabolical in there, and it's so funny too because I just like think about the Goblin pot, and it just fits so perfect because like. The leprechaun, one of his biggest things is pot of gold. Like, he doesn't want people touching his gold.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that's completely true. I think Gabi just, fucking chaos, man. Like, and the man does like a 2-hour segment every week of chaos.
Literally. Oh, yeah, I know. Again, too, the leprechaun is funny to me because, outside of like he has a little bit more magic and stuff, which maybe like Gabi talks is Gabi's magic to be able to cause that chaos. But he's not like overwhelmingly threatening. Like the leprechaun is kind of like a Chucky to me, where it's like, dude, fuck this guy. It's just so annoying, but he could probably kill me if I slip up. And that's how I feel about Gabi. It's like, yeah, he could probably beat me if I slip up, but
yeah, you don't think Gabi
I should kick his ass. But...
You don't think of him as too threatening. I don't ever think of Gabi when I play against I'm like, oh shit, I'm playing against Gabi this week, right? But then the dude will just come over and just fucking stick you in the fucking kidney, dude. Just bloop, and you're like, fuck, dude, like, that shit's gonna kill me, dog. Like, you only barely got me.
He might not be kill you. He just want to like stab you and then run off and like, let me go stir the pot some more.
Yeah, let me go jump back in my pot. Like, fuck.
Yeah, he jumps in his own pot, is like stirring himself sometimes. Like, oh, dude.
Yeah, so we got Gabi.
Madness.
So Gabi is the leprechaun, and now we'll go on to Cal, and Cal's Ghostface. So this one was really funny because we were thinking about it. It was just like, who's just the fucking diabolically like the most fucking just like annoying fucking stumbling over himself fucking person, It was just like Ghostface, man. Like the dude's just like he prank calling you and he comes over, gets his ass kicked or whatever, but he's still talking shit the whole time. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, and every once in a while it will kill you, right? And then but it's like, again, one of those characters where you're just like, dude, you're so annoying, man. Like, why you have to, like, what do you got to prank call me and be like, I know what you did last summer. Or like, like, hey, Stacy, it's like, Calvin called up his opponent beforehand. He's like, "Hey, I'm standing in your living room watching you play with your pud."
Right? It's like, dude, no, it's just fucking. And then that's the thing about it is like,
Just kill him.
it's just like kill him, you know. But then you spend so much time talking shit and everything like that, and then you're just getting beat up the whole time. You're like,
Yeah, and then you get your ass kicked or killed yourself, and then you're done. And it's like, I think also that, Ghostface likes to think that he is so clever and everything, yet he always gets caught at the end.
yeah. He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's Cal. It's like Cal thinks he's so clever, so good at drafting, and then or buying, these players, and then at the end, pull the mask off, and it's like, dude, fucking knew it was you the whole time.
We knew it was you, Cal.
Yeah, caught you, Cal.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
And then with Calvin's high, he'd be like the Scary Movie Ghostface, where he's like,
yeah, I'm gonna smash and dash. What was it? Put a hole in your chest or something like that. All right, so and then we got Cal's Ghostface and we got yourself as the Candyman. So I chose this one because it just keeps going off. Basically, if you don't know the Candyman or whatever, you have to say his name 5 times into the mirror and then he'll show up. And he does this and he kills people because they don't believe in him. Like, they don't believe this man's reputation. Like, they're like he's got this big reputation and nobody ever believes it. They're just like, fuck it, Candyman's not real. I'll say this shit. And then guess what? Candyman comes out and there he is, just being an asshole. And he's like, I'll kill you right now. But it's all about his reputation. He wants everybody to remember that he's the fucking Candyman and that don't fucking play with them. He's here. But
yeah, exactly. The Candyman is a badass too, if you ever check him out. So he will fuck you up, but you're right. At the same time, he has like this. He does have like this, like whatever you call, like, inner trauma for himself, where it's like,
if you don't feed into his like what do you want to say, like just like self-preservation of being like the best. If you don't feed into it, he doesn't come. But if you fucking sit there and say his name, he's gonna come. Like, just leave him alone, Like, you don't have to worry about him if you don't say his fucking name 5 times.
Feed me.
So, all right. So we got you as the Candyman, and then last but not least, we got Jaden here. We got him as Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd, the demon.
Yeah, I like Sweeney Todd because you just think you're going in for a regular haircut, and the man's just sitting there and he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna shave your face, singing and dancing and shit, right? But you don't even know what he's doing. He's gonna fucking slice and dice you, and guess what? We're making you into meat pies.
And the pud pies. No, yeah. That's literally Jaden, though. It's like he sweet talks you, and maybe he'll sing to you and everything, and then he gets you in the chair and just slits your throat and dumps you into the trash. So
you didn't even see it coming.
You don't ever see it coming, and that's Jaden's team. It's like, I mean, he does have some hogs, right? So it does show up, but at the same time, like, I never really looked at his team as like, oh God, it's Jaden's team. But then, again, that's the thing. It's just least expect it, and then you're dead.
I think of it as like the fact that, like, man, the dude was on his honeymoon, right? And I think I said something in the group me, and all of a sudden he talked shit, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't even know you were you had your phone, like. And it was like he just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, damn, dude, all right, cool, whatever. Like, talk your shit.
He did that to me last year too. He slid in my DMs on GroupMe and just like came in with a sharp jab, and I was like, whoa, I was kind of taken back by it. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, so I had to fire back at one, and then he just disappeared on me again until later on he came back, and I was like, I was just like, what the hell? Where'd that come from?
He just goes out, starts singing along, and eating a fucking meat pie in front of your face.
Yeah. Turns into a whole musical.
Yeah, so that's everybody. So we've given everybody their horror film character, who their mask has.
Yeah. I think these were so fitting for each team out here, whether you're a creature or you're a serial killer or whatnot.
A clown.
Yeah, a clown. But in all reality, Me and you are the clowns.
Oh,
But now, on a real note, it is frightening times for everybody.
yeah.
I think the reason I say that actually is because, again, some teams, we're at the point now where we're coming up to the trade deadline. Some teams are choosing to go all in. It's like, pushing all their chips in, and there's other teams that are trying to figure out whether you should do something like that or just whether you're even going to make the playoffs. And then there's teams down at the bottom here where it's like, hey, should we sell? Don't really know yet. But if you don't sell and you wait too long, then maybe you won't be able to max out that cash. So
This is what they call scary hours.
yes, scary hours, spooky times for all of us. So, yeah. On that note, I hope you boys enjoyed the Halloween episode of Wilson Time. It's always fun. I love putting on this mask where my face has been literally crushed for however long we've been doing this. So
Yeah, I know. Yours is the only thing problem with this, I literally have a pool of sweat built up in my chin here. And I'm just like, my chin is just sitting in a pool of sweat. And this is ripping my eyebrows off.
Perfect. Yeah. No, it's always good. But have fun this weekend, this whole weekend. I hope you guys have some good plans. And I know us boys up here in Portland will be dressing up and doing some stuff. So be safe out there. Trick or treat is the question. Yes. Don't forget, boys. Keep pounding your pud. Yeah.